Hello guys, welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about candlesticks. So we are in the course of technical analysis. So we're discussing about technical analysis, and the first topic we are going to be looking at is the candlestick. Right. So the candlestick is a form of market data. Right. How we interpret data on the chart. So uh, we are going to study what the candlestick is and how they play a role in um, day-to-day analysis. So yeah, let's go. So when you open the chart, the first thing you see is bunch of um, bunch of lines, bunch of things that, as a newbie, right, it might not actually make sense to you, but let me make it make sense to you. So what you are seeing that looks kind of noisy is called the Japanese candlestick, right? It's called the Japanese candlestick, and as I said, it's a form of market um, data, a representation of market data, right? So it's used to represent price of um, an instrument. Right? It's used to represent price of an instrument. So this, when I zoom, when I zoom in, so you can see that this is, or zoom out rather, this is um, this is a candlestick up close and personal. Right? So what do you need to know about candlestick? Why is it important, or things you need to know about candlestick? So we basically have two types of candlestick, right? So we have the bullish candle and we have the bearish candle. So one candle signifies a push up, while the other candle signifies a push down. So when you can identify these candles, right, when you can differentiate both of them, you will know when buyers are in the market. You will know when sellers are in the market. So don't get it confused saying that the color of my own candle is different from your own color. So the more you learn, the more you understand, you realize that the color is not what matters. It is the understanding of the candle that matters. So when you understand more and you go deep into technical analysis, you yourself will change the color by yourself if you want, because you realize the color doesn't matter already. You already see what you're seeing, and you know what you're seeing already. So there is a labeling to a candlestick, right? So a candle always have, regardless of whether it is a bullish candle or a bearish candle, it always has a close and a open, right? So it has a what? It has a close and an open. So let me write that out. Close and open. So also a candle has um, what we call tick and has body, and it has uh oh sorry, not tick. I mean, I was going to say tick. Yeah, tick. So this is the anatomy of a candle: a closed, an open, weak, and body. So let's uh, let us label it on the chart so that you can see. So this is known this is known as the body, body. So full this full part that you can see is known as the body. Right? It is known as the body of, of the candle. So let me zoom in so I can see very well. So what did I call that? I call it what? We call it the body of the candle. Don't forget the body of the candle. So this is the body. This green part that you can see is the body of the candle. This green part that you can see is the body of the candle. Also, this black part that you can see is called the body. This black part is called the body, right? So any visible color that you can see here is called what? It's called a body. Now, don't forget that we still have what we call open, close, and weak. Now we have identified what a body is. Now let's identify what a weak is, right? Now this um, this line, or should I call it peak, right? Or this pointy line that you can see here is called a wick, right? It's called a wick, not days of the week. W WIC, right? So it's called a week. So this is called a week. Even this one below is called a week. This one is called a week. This one is called a week. So they are called what? They are called uh, they are called weeks, right? So now we are just labeling them. We are still going to talk about why do we need weeks, why do we need body, and open and close, right? So let's identify what open and close is. So for open and close, now you can see that for body, right? You know, I told you earlier, I said there are two types of candle. We have the buyer candle and we have the seller candle. So if you are just opening trading view or you are new to trading view, your chart color should be in green and red, right? So they made it for you so that you can understand simply, right? So just know that the green is for buyers while the red is for sellers, right? The green is for what? The green is the seller is the buyer candle, while the red is the seller's candle. So what we have been saying since morning, the body, right? What we label body applies to both buyer candle and sell candle. Wick also applies to both buyer candle and seller candle. So you can label the wick on the buyer buyer candle as well as on the seller's candle too. But open and close on a green candle, which is a buyer candle, is different from the open and close for the seller's candle, right? So, and it's very simple to understand, right? It's very, very simple. So I'll make it as simple as possible. Now, picture this in your head, right? Picture this in your head. Place your hand probably on a table, right? And place your other hand on top of that hand. If you have placed it, now lift your hand up. Lift that hand that you placed on the other hand. Lift it up, right? So all I just want you to understand is that the hand on your table, right? The hand on your table, let's call it a base, right? Let's just call it a base, right? Then the hand you placed on it that went up is called um okay, let me do it this way. Just place only your hand, only one hand on the table, then put it up, right? Now, what do you notice? You notice that your hand went from the bottom, right, and went to the top, right? Your hand went up. So now picture that movement as a fire candle. That is how a fire candle works, right? Anything that goes up must start from down. Yes or no? Yes. So from down it went So it should signify that it is going up, right? And we talked about buyer candle, which means price is going price is going up. Now, from that base, from where you started moving your hand up, it is called an open, right? From that base, from where you placed your hand and you started moving your hand up, it is called an open. So in this case, look at this candle right here. Look at this candle. This candle opens at this level. This candle opened at this level and pushed up, right? It opened at this level and what? And pushed up. So a buyer candle or a buy candle will always move from um, the bottom to the top, right? So if you want to label the open of a buy candle, you start from the bottom, right? You start from the bottom. So open, open, then the close will be at this place right here. Close, open, close, right? So this is so you might not even understand this explanation. And just go back. If you don't understand, still go back and rewatch this video. Uh, screenshot it like this, and study it. You will understand. It's very very simple. So open, price goes up, then after 4 hours, price close at this level. So this is the close. So now I want you to this one a quick assignment. Where is the open and where is the close of this candle? So I'm giving you 4 seconds. Four, three, two, one. So your answer must be the open is at this level right here, and price pushed up and price closed here. So your open is here and your close is here. So some of you might wonder that what about this week? This one that we labeled week. And this week stop here now. Can't you say this this is the close? No, we can't say that is the close. So which will bring me to explain what week does, right? So what do we do? Week shows where price has been. I don't want to complicate things at all. I don't want to complicate things to make it look very easy. So we just know that week shows where price has what price has been. I don't know if that English is too big. So what does it mean? Right? What does it mean? Week is a type of identification. So now let's say you okay, let's say you you place your dog in the room, right? Let's say you place your dog in the room or in your house rather. You place your dog in your house and you went out, right? So upon coming back, you know that yes, your dog probably you placed it in the living room, right? For you yourself, you know that okay, during the time that you have left, this dog could have walked around the house, right? So how will you know where the dog has been during that time you were not there? What you do is what you can place a means of probably identification. You can even paint the leg so that when it walks, you will see the traces of where it has been. You will see a footprint, right? So when you put paint on the leg of the dog and you go out with it and the dog moves about, when you come back, you don't need to like check on the dog. You can see the footprint already. You know that oh this dog has been here, this dog has been here, this dog has been here. Same with week too. Week will show you that okay price has come to this level. Price now let's use 0 to 100, right? 0 to 100. If price is going If price went from 0 to 50, right, and dropped to 30, and rose again to like 70, then dropped to 50 back, right? Now, how would you know that price has been to 70 before if there is no like footprint, if there is no identification? Right? If there is no identification, you will not know that price has been to 70. You just know that okay, price is at 50, right? Because price is currently at 50 or price closed at 50. You will not know that price went to 70 before. That is where week comes in. Week will show you where price has been. So now you can see that this week right here showed us that price has been at the region of 3,000. Look to your right, $3,450 per ounce. Right, price has been there before now. Before price now closed at what? At 3,443. Right. If there were no week, if there were no week, we know that price has been to that level that we called before. We just know that okay, price closed at 33443, right? You will not know. So that is the use of week. Then the use of body is to show you that okay, the movement of price, right? The body shows you the movement of price and also shows you the presence of either buyer or seller. I told you which shows you where price has been. It's like a footprint of where price has been. Body shows you the movement of price and also the presence of either buyers or seller. So open and close is just where price opened and where price closed. Right? So now we only talked about open and close for a buy candle. So I don't need to draw anything on the sell candle, which is this black right here, but on your screen it will be green. Sorry, it will be red. So I don't need to draw any open and close. It's just simple logic, right? For up, you know that anything that wants to go up must start from what? Must start from the bottom to go up. Then, if we are talking about sell, when we say sell, something's coming down, right? So anything that wants to sell must come from upward, from come from up, then go down. Yes or no? So you will know that the up that is coming from is known as the open, then the down that it has been is known as the close. So wherever the body opens is called the open, and wherever the body close is called the close. Do not mark the week as an open or a close. It is the body that you mark as an open or close. Right? I hope I have not been able to complicate anything for you. I hope you understand candlestick anatomy. Right? So a quick recap: candlestick is a form of market representation of market data. It is how we analyze the chart, right? So it shows us it is a representation of price, right? Instead of us to just be looking at book, right, and be seeing price, we can look at charts, we can look at the candlestick, we can understand the candlestick, and we know what price is doing, and we label what the candlestick is. We know that the candlestick has a body, it has a wick, and it has um, open and close. And we know that the fire candle opens from the bottom and closes at the top, while the solar candle opens from the top and closes at the bottom. And we talked about the usefulness of this and the usefulness of body. So we continue with trend identification in the next video. Uh, Hope you learned something. Please share this video, like and subscribe. I'll see you